another episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It's your boy Chris.
Blockbuster Ben here, guys. What's happening? It's the holiday season upon us here.
Yeah, I would say Christmas edition, but holiday edition makes more sense.
Well, yeah, it depends on what everybody celebrates. I celebrate Christmas. I think Chris celebrates Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to those that celebrate, and Happy Holidays to everyone else. We're in our best Christmas
decor.
His best, my pajamas.
I wore this to my holiday party at work last year, so it works. But I didn't have one this year, COVID. So
yeah, this is what I normally wear to the annual eggnog crawl in Fells Point, which Courtney and I kind of jumped in as Adam and Chrissy's like tradition. They always go. You buy a wristband and 15, 20, 30, however many businesses down there make their own eggnog, and then the wristband gets you a sample at each place, and then you can vote on which one's your favorite. And I don't know what the winner gets, bragging rights for the year. I don't know, but
are you a big eggnog guy?
I don't love it. I enjoy it now. I think my first time trying eggnog was the first time I went on the eggnog crawl, and I've grown to enjoy it. I'll drink it normally just that one time a year, and I've met my quota of eggnog for the year.
I think that's like a holiday drink.
Yeah, but we didn't obviously get to do that this year either because of COVID. So I did get a little eggnog though last weekend. We did like I don't want to say a mini eggnog crawl, but we had Adam and Chrissy over, Rob and Jess over, and we just kind of, Courtney made eggnog from scratch, Chrissy made eggnog from scratch. Nice. So we just drank a little eggnog here, played Christmas movie Jeopardy, watched some Christmas movies, played this awesome Blockbuster party game. A lot of fun.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
I thought that was a movie.
No, it's a game, and I've had it. I think I got it as a gift last year, and first time playing it was last week. So, and it's so much fun.
Okay,
but it's not something we could do right here.
Right.
But anyways, a lot of fun. I wish I had a little eggnog right now. That'd be perfect for this episode, and that's. Also, I mean, yeah, that'd be just like Courtney's eggnog was awesome.
It's 11:20 right now in the morning. Yeah. So we're not going to be drinking on this episode.
Not drinking this morning. Yeah, I just don't. We recorded our movie awards nominations podcast episode last night, and we drank last night. So Heavy Seas, shout you out again. We were drinking here last night on the actual podcast, but yeah, this morning I just don't feel like a beer. I'm tweaking on a Bang energy drink right now. That's
well, yeah, and to talk about the movie awards, I mean, that was a lot of fun. I think we had some great picks. There's going to be it's going to be a good list of movies to pick from. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about that coming out to the people.
Yeah, thanks to my brother for coming. Thanks to Lenora for coming and helping us out, giving us a nice wide range of movies. It was so much fun, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, your brother really knows his stuff.
He does indeed, man. It's funny, before we came over, he was hanging out here for like an hour, and he was telling me, he said he has a near genius IQ, right? And genius IQ is 140 and above. He said when he got tested, he was between like 132 and 142 or something like that. So I thought he was bullshitting, but he's actually, he's always been a smart guy. I mean, you gotta be a smart guy.
Seems like he has a photographic memory almost.
He might, I don't know. He's smart as shit. So, I don't know. Adam, keep it up. You're doing great things. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I do wish I had eggnog. That was the last thing. I was going to say, not drinking beer, wish I had a little. I would be drinking a little spiked eggnog if we had that, but yeah.
A little Irish coffee.
Something like that. Anyway, Ravens.
Yeah. 2-game win streak. Mm-hmm. To win 2 more, and we're in. Mm-hmm. And then we're going into the playoffs as one of the hottest teams in the NFL if we win the next 2 games.
Yep.
We're setting ourselves up good.
Yeah, I was talking to Adam and Kyle Vega last night about it, and they said as long as like one of 3 teams loses at least 1 game over the next 2 weeks, we'll be in for sure. But there is a possibility, they said also, that we could be 11-5 and not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy to think about, man. When you look at like another division like the NFC East, and one of those teams is going to get in, it's nuts. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's good, fun win, fun to watch. Looking forward to this weekend, watching the game again. And
2 very winnable games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, for sure.
I'm not sleeping on the Bengals after what they did to the Steelers, but
I love that. It's so
still
awesome.
Not a good team.
Do you think that they were not as good as their record says they were, like Nick said last week, or do you think they're just in a slump right now? What do you think's going on with them?
I think that they took 2 big hits on the chin, and then they kind of thought they were just going to roll over the Bengals and didn't take them serious.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I hope they fall apart.
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
That'd be great. And then if they do...
The Browns might win the
division.
division.
The division, which is nuts, man.
The Browns beat them on the last game of the season. I think they win the division.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. When was the last time they even made the playoffs?
Yeah, I forgot what the quarterback's name was. He used to be a Ravens quarterback, and we cut him. Mm-hmm. He was back up to Kyle Bowler. He took over there and then took him to the playoffs. Okay. I was pissed. That's the only reason I remember. My memory's terrible. I'm not like your brother.
Yeah. But okay, good. Hopefully, good things to look forward to with the Ravens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so popcorn this week is from our boys at EC Pops, as always. This was a special request flavor by Celine. She wanted white cheddar for the house, so we got white cheddar.
It smells so good.
And I don't think we've actually ever had just white cheddar. We've had it in some form with like the Maryland mix and other things, but this is just standard white cheddar popcorn, and it's great. I mean, it's just cheddar.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
nonchalant greatness right there. That's what we've come to expect from EC Pops.
When I was there yesterday, dude, the shelves were almost empty. I mean, like literally, they had like the cheddar flavors, but the real specific ones to them, gone. I mean, you couldn't even. It was nuts.
Awesome.
Yeah, and they were crazy busy. They had the most people working in the store that I've ever seen. I guess holidays is like the busiest time.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you went and got Reb's candy today, right? We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. Similar situation.
Yep. So
we'd like to think we had something to do with it, but who knows? So
tell ourselves.
If you're watching, keep supporting because they are definitely worth it.
They are. This is very good.
I wouldn't endorse it if I didn't love it.
Yeah. And like Chris said, I went to Reb's this morning. Christmas present from my father is a nice box of...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I don't even think he watches these, but anyway. You'll know tomorrow, Dad, that what you got. But I also picked up a box for us for the show, and I'm so glad that I pre-ordered the candy ahead of time. I got there this morning. The line was...
Always is.
Out the door hadn't even opened yet, and the line's around the block. But I ordered ahead of time. I walked up to the back garage, said what my name was. They're like, "Here you go." I was out in 5 minutes. I don't even know if I'd have been back in time.
Oh wow! What time did you get there?
I got there about 8:45. I think if I had got in line and had to wait from the point where the line was when I got there, easily 60 to 90 minutes I'd have been there. You know,
for candy.
That's
how good it is.
People love it. So shout out to Rheb. You guys are doing great things.
Excellent.
And I am going to have one of these at some point. So, but I mean, it's just a lovely little mixed assortment here. Can't wait to dive in. That'll be later.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, we've been talking about it the last few weeks. The Mandalorian, the finale was last Friday.
Absolutely.
And it was pretty epic, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
But to my point, shock value.
Yeah.
Every episode is great because it has the ability to throw shock value at it. Honestly, at the end, aside from the shock value, it's like, well, that arc's over, I guess.
Now what?
Right. Which kind of goes toward me earlier explaining me not liking that character because now it kind of eliminates it. So maybe they can start focusing on developing actually storylines. So,
and my brother and I were talking a little bit about it last night, and he was like, he said he liked what I said about maybe the whole point was just for them to set up more shows and stuff, you know, based on everything that they have coming out now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to see the universe grow.
Absolutely.
You know? Not gonna spoil, but there's a really big thing that happens at the end of the last episode. It's pretty. If you're a Star Wars fan in any capacity, and you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, one, what are you doing? But two, you gotta get on it because you don't want it to be spoiled for you.
Yeah, that last episode, I was surprised, very surprised. I always knew, or I always assumed Boba Fett was going to make an appearance. I honestly thought it was going to be based around Boba Fett when I first saw the trailer.
Yeah,
but
I did too.
He made his appearance. great. I'm excited. One of my favorite characters. Underrated, didn't do much, but just for some reason his armor looked cool and I was always intrigued.
That's why people love him. If you ask anyone, it's like, well, he looked cool.
Yeah, but that's the same one with Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Darth Maul didn't do much, but everyone loved him.
Yeah.
And then they gave him his own story arc in a lot of the shows, like the Clone Wars, even to like Rebels, which was a really cool story arc if you check it out.
Not yet.
And it ties back into Solo.
Yeah.
And that and then it shows you exactly what that period is because it ties right into Clone Wars. So it's really, really cool the way they're doing it. I think Disney is at least putting an attempt out to make their own huge universe similar to Marvel, and I hope they do a good job.
I do too. The potential is there. I mean, the Star Wars universe is humongous. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of movie studios with Disney and Marvel, and I just want to continue on a little bit about this Warner Brothers HBO Max thing that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks with the direct to streaming
movies.
So like the big titles for WarnerMedia, they're going also same day release in theaters to HBO Max. I did find out after last week that I thought it would be just permanently on there. It's only on the streaming service for 30 days, or at least that's what they said about one.
Okay.
It's going to be available for 30 days on HBO Max, and then from there it'll be taken down, and I guess
pop back out for pay-per-view.
I guess I would assume something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is a little interesting, but you already know my thoughts on it. I think movies, especially those, deserve to be seen on the big screen, which we already have tickets. We're going on this day after Christmas. We're going up to Warehouse Cinemas in Frederick, and I can't wait. It's going to be hopefully a great movie. I've been trying to avoid reviews and stuff like that, because I don't want anything. I don't want to be influenced. Sometimes reviews can influence your thoughts pre-seeing the movie, but yeah.
I haven't seen many previews. I saw one that kind of seemed like I understood what was going to happen, but not much.
I saw the initial one. I think when the first trailer came out, and then they spoiled the whole thing about Chris Pine's character still being alive, and I was like, man, that's something I felt like they should have saved for the movie.
Right.
I've always thought that about trailers too, that a lot of times they just give a little too much.
Now that it's not going to theaters, or not only going to theaters, they don't have any reason to at all.
Yeah. I mean, they I don't know, dude. With a movie like Wonder Woman, right, people that are going to see it are going to see it. I don't think a trailer is making or breaking someone going to see that movie.
Right.
I don't know. That's just
a good point.
Yeah. But, okay, so what I really wanted to get into was that, so Legendary Entertainment, which is one of the studios, I guess that's a partner with or is under WarnerMedia, they financed 75% of two of the major ones that are going to be going straight to HBO Max, right? So Dune and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Didn't they make Mortal Kombat 2? I thought Legendary did.
They maybe you talking about the old one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They maybe, but I know they financed like 75% of the budget for those two, for at least these two, Dune and Godzilla versus Kong, and they're really going to challenge Warner Brothers on that release. It sounds like them, along with maybe some other ones, they didn't even know that this announcement was coming. So like they wake up one morning and they caught the news like everybody else did. Which is pretty crazy.
They're going to theaters.
Yeah, they're talking about maybe a lawsuit. I don't know. It's kind of nuts. And then some of these
That's big implications.
Well, and then some of these big ones like Dune is not set to come out until October of 2021, right? So like at that point, you would think the COVID vaccine would be widely distributed, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
hopefully by then everything's back to normal.
So like I get in the short term, right? You want to do a couple major releases to get people to see the movies, cool. But like, do we really need to like project a year out that maybe we still are in this posture of everybody has to wear a mask and people don't want to go out and da 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 da. So like I thought that was a good point. Like, is it even necessary to look that far into the future to say this movie is 100% going to be
right? Well, it also makes you think if HBO would have planned to do this either way. Okay, that's big pull power regardless of theaters, because HBO doesn't give a shit about theaters.
No, and that's a quote that Christopher Nolan said. He said, like a lot big major directors are speaking out. Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, I think he's French. But Chris Nolan, we love on the show, obviously. And he's someone you can tell that cares about film and filmmaking, like just based on his movies alone. He shoots on actual film, big, like, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie stars went to bed the night before thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio and woke up to find out they were working for the worst streaming service. Which is a little harsh because I love HBO. Like they got great content.
Right under Hulu for me.
Yeah, I mean I love, but still I get his point that it's like, how are you not telling anybody this? You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's
big business,
and it proves your point that it's just a business, and that's what the other director said, that Warner Brother has absolutely no love for cinema nor the audience. It's all about the survival of a telecom mammoth, one that is currently bearing an astronomical debt of more than $150 billion, which I didn't fact check. I don't know if that's an accurate number, but I would assume a director that works for that company would be, in tune to how much money that they're,
I'm with you. But if like I said, if the directors are still the directors, the actors are still getting paid.
Yeah.
And the only difference is I get to see it at my house instead of the theaters.
Yeah.
I'd rather see it in theaters, but the quality of the movie should still be the same, no?
Right now, yes. But, I mean, eventually what is it going to do for budgets? How are they going to have the same amount of money to make these humongous budget movies?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, only time will tell, I guess, right? But I guess my point would be, or what I would encourage people to do is to just, if you love the movies, keep going.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
to
I'm
movies.
going to keep going.
There are. I've said it all along. All these theaters right now have procedures in place to keep you safe. And the way I saw the stores looking and everything over the holiday season, people aren't scared to go out and do all other kinds of things. If you love movies, go support the movies. That's what I think. People were scared of COVID until there's a Black Friday sale or something, and then it's not a big deal anymore.
It's true.
I'm sorry, I might not be a popular opinion, but I mean I'm just telling you what I've seen, man. The lines in the stores have been nuts, and it's like, you're not scared to be here. Why not just go enjoy a flick? Yeah. Anyway, but that's really all I wanted to say about that. I just it just keeps developing every week, so I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go. But it will be nice to, even after I see Wonder Woman in theaters, to be able to come home and watch it again if I want to.
Yeah, same day. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with movies that we're going to start reviewing, right? If we're going to start getting these big theater releases, I can't sit in a movie theater in pitch black and try to take notes.
Right.
So it will be kind of cool to be able to come home and then analyze the movie a little bit more, a second viewing real quick. All right, but that's really all I had on that. Did you? Okay.
No, that's good. Yeah, I'm excited.
So right before we jump into our reviews, I just wanted to talk about our favorite Christmas movies real quick. I mean, I don't see a lot of great ones nowadays. Most of the time I watch the same Christmas movie every year, which is Christmas Vacation. That's my favorite. I said it last week. I watch it every year. We watched it last week when everybody was here. We put it on while we were playing games and stuff. But it makes me laugh just as hard every time I watch it. Cousin Eddie. I mean, just that there is an RV. Do you like that movie?
Never seen it.
Oh my god! I should have picked that for this week. God damn! All right. Well, I didn't know you'd never seen it.
No, but I've heard a lot of people say similar things. So I will check it out.
Damn.
Maybe today.
It is great, man.
Is it on anything?
I don't think so. I can let you borrow it. I have a Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
I don't have any DVD players.
Cool. All right. I don't know if it's on anything. I would assume at least between today and tomorrow, some TV channel is going to air the movie.
Okay. Check it out.
And there's not much I think that gets cut out of it because it's PG-13, so I don't think you lose much content with it being on TV. But yeah, man, it's the one I watch every year. It really is. Sometimes Home Alone, Die Hard I watch all the time. But Four Christmases, that's been a real favorite of mine since it's come out. Those are just big ones for me. I mean, do you have favorites? I know you were talking about.
Yeah, so I think about stuff like The Grinch, Elf, stuff like that. And Elf is good, but it's just so over the top at some points. Yeah. I like going old school, stuff that make me feel like a kid.
When you say Grinch, are you talking about the one that we're reviewing today or the...
That one.
Okay, gotcha.
That one's up there for me. But this one, it just makes me feel like a kid again. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
The cartoon.
The claymation one.
Yep.
It's just, I mean, it's not great. I don't know how kids today would feel about it.
Yeah.
But
Like
it reminds me specifically of a time, you know? So that's kind of what I want to help get into the spirit, is a refresher from that time period. When I was a kid and we were doing stuff in school.
I feel like that's what Christmas movies are about most of the time.
Right.
You love them because they're nostalgic too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know. I love I love most of the classics too. You know, I think all the ones you mentioned are great. Elf does make me laugh. But
it's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Can you name so when we played that Christmas movie Jeopardy last week, it was the final Jeopardy question was about that movie. How well do you know it?
Oh shit. Not that well, but I think I heard the question.
Oh, did you?
I don't know if I could get it right still. So ask it.
What does Buddy the Elf say are the 4 major food groups?
I know one is maple syrup, candy corn, candy canes, and candy?
And candy.
Ah.
He says candy.
So
candy,
I cheated.
Corn,
I heard this last week. I was just guessing.
Did we talk about this last week? I don't
know if it was you or it might have been Rob.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we may have talked about it. My bad. All right. Well, anyway, it's funny.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I would never have gotten that though.
No, yeah, you're right.
If we didn't, I almost didn't get it right now.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I do love this time of year. The one thing I hate about living, well, there are a few things I hate about living in Maryland, but we hardly ever have snow on Christmas, and that always takes me out of it a little bit. We just got snow last week, but like I wish right now, today, tomorrow, we had like a good foot or two of snow.
It's like almost 60 degrees.
I mean, 60 degrees. You know, it's like, it sucks, man. That really takes it. That's why I love living in South Dakota. We had it every year, guaranteed. We had snow. I mean, I don't know. Something about, I can't tell you the last time. I don't know if I've ever, it's been years since I've taken Celine sledding because we don't have,
right.
I mean, come on, man. That's like,
the snow. I can remember a few years ago, we had like a huge blizzard. And the snow was gone in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy, man. This Maryland weather. Warming. Maryland weather just sucks.
Thanks a lot, Trump. Or Biden now. Thanks a lot, Biden.
Oh, man. Okay. But did you say what's your favorite? You don't have an actual favorite, though?
No, Rudolph. Probably.
Oh, Rudolph. Okay.
Rudolph pulls me back to being a child the most.
Okay.
So if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I really haven't gotten into it at all this year.
Christmas?
Yeah, it sucks.
Nothing has felt the same this year.
Yeah.
Halloween, football season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, nothing has felt...
forcing it. Football, though, I'm still pumped about.
I mean, during the games, yeah, but it just doesn't feel the same. I don't know. I still get pumped to shit when they win and lose. I'm pulling my hair out. But it's like, it just, I don't know, everything this year has felt off.
Yeah, it really has.
I don't know, it sucks.
Hopefully let's
get
out of
fingers crossed, man. Okay, so let's jump into these reviews. First up, you want to do? I got the Grinch up first because it's the older one. We do 2000, and then the Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas came out in 2000. Directed by Ron Howard, who's pretty big. Do you know?
Yeah.
He did the Solo Star Wars movie. Rush, which is a great movie. The one with Chris Hemsworth, the racing.
Yep. That was a great movie.
Frost Nixon, Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind. He's got great movies. He makes I was looking at his list. He's got a bunch more titles, but those are some of my favorites of his. And I don't know. He's a talented director. I think.
For sure.
And it's based on a book by Dr. Seuss. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but it's old book, real old book.
Very famous doctor. right above Dr. Dre.
Oh man! And if anyone out there is unfamiliar with the plot of The Grinch, it's about the Grinch who lives above Whoville, and he plans to ruin Christmas for the people of Whoville who have wronged him.
Whoville loves Christmas. The Grinch hates it.
Yeah, and I would say that the people of Whoville almost love Christmas too much. Like it's aggressive how much they love Christmas. But the Grinch is played by Jim Carrey in this iteration of the story. He's pretty great. I love Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, me too.
Cindy Lou Who is the main child in the movie, played by a woman named Taylor Momsen, who I don't know, but she grew up to be in Gossip Girl. That was like, I think, her big thing. She did almost 100 episodes of Gossip Girl.
Good for her.
I've never seen it.
That's almost syndicated.
How many do you need to be syndicated?
100.
Really? Mm-hmm. Huh. The mayor of Whoville is played by Jeffrey Tambor. He's pretty famous. You know his face. He was in Transparent. I think that's his biggest TV show, show on Amazon Prime. It's won a bunch of Emmys and shit. It's a pretty famous show. Betty Lou Who, Molly Shannon. She's super famous from SNL in that movie Superstar with Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then it was narrated by Anthony Hopkins, who has like the most soothing voice. It's just like listening to him talk through a whole movie is like, if it was at the theaters, I probably wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, if you're telling, okay, cool, I'm in. Yeah, keep talking.
For sure. Him and Morgan Freeman just having a conversation.
Yeah, that would be perfect,
right,
dude.
Right.
Like, actually, I'm just gonna listen to you guys. I'm not gonna watch the screen. You just tell me what's going on. So okay, those are the main, like, I think the biggest names in the movie. And Chris, I'll let you start because I know you said this was one of your this is one of the ones you referenced as being a favorite of yours.
Right. So obviously it has Jim Carrey. It's over the top. I don't think anyone else could play that role. I think he just uniquely makes the character his own. I think it's funny. I think it's cute with the dog. I think it stays very true to what the message Dr. Seuss was trying to portray in the stories. It's a little tacky. It's a little corny. Mm-hmm. But what Christmas movie isn't, really? So this embodies a Christmas movie. Like, if you look at, like, Die Hard, obviously, there's arguments to be made that it's a Christmas movie.
If you listen to the podcast we recorded last night, my brother will break it down hard for you.
Right. But even, like, I haven't seen Christmas Vacation, but I would assume it's similar, Four Christmases. To me, those movies are just regular stories with Christmas as the overtone. Mm-hmm. This is what Christmas is.
What it's about.
And it just hits a little different. Mm-hmm. It's got to go into the deep realm of fantasy, in my opinion, for it to be at that level of Christmas movie.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when this came out, 2000. I was 11. So I loved it back then. I know I loved it. It's one of the ones that, like, we probably watched all the time as kids, mm-hmm. me and my brother. But, like, watching it as an adult, I felt a little differently than you. Like, for whatever reason, the nostalgia for this one it wasn't there for me. I don't know why.
COVID.
Yeah, that could be it. I don't fucking know.
Thanks a lot, Biden. Yeah,
there were great moments. Jim Carrey is great. I mean, I love him. I almost felt after watching this the same kind of way I felt after, like, Space Jam, where it's like, I don't know, it didn't.
It reads as cheeky.
The corniness was almost a bit too much for me. I just couldn't fully I wasn't as engrossed in the story as I felt like I used to be. I don't know. I get the message totally positive. I'm there. And I also even, like, Chrissy and I were talking about this. She dropped off some holiday cookies the other day. Shout out to Chrissy. Thank you for those chocolate chip hitters.
Very nice.
But we were talking about the Grinch a little bit, and she and I both agreed that, like, one of the things I like the most about this movie is that you get a little bit more story development or character development with Cindy Lou Who, mm-hmm. and how, like, I love that she's questioning all the adults in the town. Like, what is this about? Like, what are we doing? What is this about? I love that, because it seemed like when I said that they go too hard with it, it's almost like it's all about the material things and that's it. And I love that she was like, this can't be all it's about. You know, I love that part of her character.
Of course, yeah.
I love the relationship between her and the Grinch and watching them. How, like, everybody's terrified of him and she just, like,
shows up.
What's up, dude? Like, what are we doing here? You know?
She takes the actual message of Christmas and applies it.
Yeah, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't, I didn't love it as much as I used to. I still enjoy the movie. It's still, like, every now and then I'll probably pop it on. I actually don't even know if Celine's ever seen it.
Ooh.
She has other Christmas favorites, but I don't know if that's one of them. I think she's into, like, the stuff that she's super into are, like, the new movies that are made around Christmas for kids now, like the ones that are made as kids movies nowadays.
Like, you know, the one we're reviewing next.
I mean the one with, like, real people. You know, I'm just trying to think of an example. Christmas Chronicles, I think, with Kurt Russell is on Netflix.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of some other ones.
Has she seen Elf?
I don't know. I cannot remember all the Christmas movies.
Get on it. You guys need to binge watch Christmas movies. Tis Christmas Eve.
When you leave, we'll probably just hang out and watch. Courtney's at her mom's right now watching, or like wrapping gifts and stuff like that. But yeah, it just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't the same for me. That's all I can keep saying. Like,
doesn't hit the same.
Didn't hit the same.
So maybe going forward, if we're going to review movies from our past, we should watch them intoxicated.
Okay.
That might open a level of understanding.
Maybe loosen you up a little bit.
Maybe.
Again, I didn't hate it. I still enjoy it. It's still a good movie. It's still a good Christmas.
Yeah.
The message is there. It is good. You know, it's just, I probably won't watch it again anytime soon. It won't be like, it's not one that I'm going to put on next year. It's not one that I'll, you know, it'll be, I watch, like I said, Christmas Vacation every year. I watch 4 Christmases every year. At this point, spoiler alert, I watched Klaus last year when it came out. I watched it this year. I probably would have watched it this year even if we weren't reviewing it because I loved it so much the first time I saw it. So yeah, it's, I don't know. Overall, a little corny, good message. I think young kids today could still enjoy it if they see it for the first time. Like, young kids, if they've never seen it, kids that are still, you know, all the new kids growing up, if watching it for the first, like, you know, they'll probably love it still. It's just definitely, I think, designed more for children.
It makes sense.
Yeah. But they got that Faith Hill song. I still love the song. Where Are You Christmas? I still love that song over the credits. Yep. She's awesome. Love Faith Hill. That power ballad. But are you ready to score? Or do you have any other notes? I got 6.6. I'm gonna go 6.6. It's a good movie. I like at this point. I don't know if I'm recommending it to people, you know, but like maybe I'd recommend it to kids. But yeah, 6.6 is my score.
I'm gonna go 8.2.
Oh man, you're up there. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's
you
one
love
of my favorites.
You love it. Yeah, listen, I don't knock anyone for it being their favorite. I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't love this movie. It just, maybe it was the mood I was in. Maybe, I just don't know. It was...
get drunk.
That could be it. Okay. Moving on. Klaus. This came out last Christmas. And directed by a guy named Sergio Pablos. And written by him and a couple other guys. It was his one and only directing credit that I've seen right now, but he's also written on other animated movies. I saw him credited on Despicable Me and some others. So he's done some things, but that was his first time he directed. Okay. It said he had a co-director, but I didn't find like info on the guy. I don't know. So I don't know, but yeah, came out last year, rated PG. Both movies were rated PG. They're obviously family movies. Right. And the plot of Klaus is that it's basically about a spoiled, like, rich kid. His father's the postmaster general, and the kid is in training to be a postman. And he doesn't take it seriously. It's all a joke to him.
And it's a timepiece. Like, back then, this was a very, very prestigious job.
The mailman, yeah.
Not that it's not now. It's just back then, I guess, prior.
That was the only way to get.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he doesn't take it seriously. He's just a brat, right? So his father...
Yeah, thinks everything's getting handed to
Exactly. His father's very wealthy. He lives this cushy life, you know. So his father sends him to establish a working post office at this town called Smearensburg, which is this frozen island above the Arctic Circle. Like, it's way up there.
Very top.
So then he ends up befriending this old toy maker named Klaus.
So the dad just...
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
He says he has to send 10,000 letters before... 6,000. Was it 6? Mm-hmm. Sorry. 6,000 before he can come back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good detail. Yeah, he has to have 6,000 letters in a year. Mm-hmm. And then he can come back home.
Yep.
So he befriends this old toy maker named Klaus, and together they begin to deliver joy to this town that has been divided for ages. And I think like Hatfields and McCoys, right? Yeah. It's this feud between they're called the Crumbs and the Ellingbows. And it's just these two wild families, and they want a feud. Like, they want to be angry and fight with each other. Yeah. That's it. He stumbles across this old toy maker Klaus, and sees he's got all these toys, and they start to kind of spread joy amongst the town. And it's first it's the kids, and then adults start. You know, it's it just kind of goes that way. And I absolutely love this movie, man.
It's good.
I struggle to find something I didn't like about it. I'm sitting here like as I was watching, I was like, what? Is there anything that I could like nitpick? And I'm sure I could if I really like dove into it, critique something, but on the surface, like I really just didn't dislike anything. I love it, man. It's the message, another great message. We kind of, I don't want to say we spoiled the story last week, but like when you see it start to take place, what this story is, and you see these traditions start to form, everything surrounding, everything that you know about Christmas in real life, everything you know about Christmas, all the traditions you have in real life, how it
could potentially have started.
Yeah, it's so great, man. And like the first time I saw it was so magical. As it was like unfolding, I was like, no way.
Yeah, right.
No way. No way. And even the second time, it's not as like, whoa, but watching it happen is still like, God, it was genius. It's so smart.
It was very well done.
Yeah, and all the voice acting was great. Jesper, the main postman, he's played by Jason Schwartzman, who's been in a bunch of stuff. Klaus is J.K. Simmons, who's great. From Whiplash, and Spider-Man. J.K. Simmons, yeah. Okay. Alva, the female love interest for Jesper in the movie, plays a bitter school teacher who got stuck in this town, and her school had turned into like a fish market. She's just saving up money to get the hell out of there. Voiced by Rashida Jones, who is great. A couple of like Norm Macdonald, Joan Cusack, Will Sasso, all good, all good voice actors, and people like acting in general. But yeah, I thought it was great. I really love the animation. I thought the animation was really
it was good.
Like fresh. I read that, so it's a combination between hand drawn, like animation and stuff, and they use CGI lighting to give it a different look.
Oh, okay.
That's why I guess I don't know a lot about
new trick.
I don't know a lot about computer animations, things like that. Actually I know next to nothing, but I just thought it looked great visually. I thought it was so cool, man. It was different. It was way different than any other animation movie that you'd probably watch nowadays.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was amazing, actually. So for me, with the whole movie, the first time I saw it, like you said, I was blown away.
Yeah.
And I told everyone to see it that hadn't seen it yet. It was just one of those things. I've never seen an origin story for Christmas before. Mm-hmm. Not anything like that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But if I had one critique of it, is that now that I knew kind of what was already happening, it took the shock factor away from me.
Okay.
The rewatchability decreased it a little bit.
Okay.
So not that it wasn't amazing the first time I saw it. I'm not going to take anything away from that. But rewatching it, understanding what it was and how it was happening, it almost felt a little slow for me to get to those points.
Okay.
Because I was like, well...
yeah, I mean, like I said, I already said, I wouldn't argue that it's not the same watching it the second time, but I still enjoyed it so much. Like, the story is so heartwarming to me. Watching this like jaded rich kid become like a good person. Watching Klaus kind of like he's the town they talk about him like he's this old hermit that lives, and he does live up on his own. But he's like like he's a mean person. And so watching him kind of come out of his shell, watching Jesper start to become a good person, watching Alva, the school teacher, go from like this to like nobody wants to be in this town, to like, man, this could be like a place. It's I don't know. Movies like that, like I watch movies set in small towns like that, and sometimes I think to myself like, man, it would be nice to just be in a place where it's like just small and everybody knows everybody. And
I can't deal with that much snow.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could never convince Courtney to go anywhere with that much snow, but it just I don't know. It draws me to that kind of life. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I guess because I spent time in South Dakota. I like the cold. I like the winter. I like isolation sometimes.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I love it, man. It's just, they had a great quote in the movie, and I think it sums everything up. It's that a true selfless act always sparks another, and I love that.
It's a good quote.
That resonates with me a lot, and it's like it's just about so many things so many positive things that like you want that you should want to have good, like, you know, for yourself, good values, like you want your kids to see because you want them to have these values. Like it's about friendship, man, and love and kindness and spreading joy, and that's what everybody should want, you know what I mean? And I just
basically every Christmas movie.
That's fair. I don't argue. I mean, I don't argue with that, but it's just something about this one just really got, and I still like, I got a little watery eyed at the end, like when you know, that last scene when he's sitting there at the table.
Yeah,
you know, I really just, it's.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know, man. I love it. And I don't want to just. I feel like I gotta stop there because I don't want to
don't spoil it.
give too much away.
But go see it.
Definitely watch it. It's on Netflix. It was nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars last year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good recognition by the Oscars.
Yeah, for real. Like, because Netflix doesn't normally get any kind of recognition for the most part. And it well deserved. And it's if you haven't seen last week's episode and you're interested in the movie at all, like, watch the movie before you look at any of our, like, last week's, or look at last week's episode and stuff, because I really don't want, it's magical watching it happen. Like, if you like Christmas at all,
right?
It's oh man,
it's really good. It is.
I love it, dude. I absolutely love it.
You ready to rate it?
I can, yeah, I can totally. This is one, dude, that I think it's now in like the rotation for what I'm gonna watch every year around Christmas. Right? I watch. It'll be Christmas Vacation, Four Christmases, Die Hard, this, I don't know, and then some other one. But those are like my favorites. Like right now, those are the ones that are like my top Christmas movies.
Okay.
Jesus. 8.6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love this. I really do. I could almost probably be in the 9s, but I just, you know, would I watch it anytime it's on? That's hard because it's not going to be on TV. You know, it's on Netflix. And I only watch Christmas movies.
Christmas time.
Yeah, so that's it. But man, is it great? I love it.
I'm going 7.8.
Okay.
So I definitely recommend. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The only critique is that I don't think I'm going to watch it a bunch of times. Because it takes it away from me.
Yeah, it's not like I understand and respect that argument, that position. It's not. You know, but it's 100% worth seeing at least once.
Yeah.
At least once. Yeah. For sure. That's about it, though. I think we've.
Yeah, you gotta get the name.
I'm gonna get the name real quick.
So while he's doing that, we did the movie awards thing last night. The ballots will be out soon.
Yep.
We're gonna do a digital form so you can just select which one you choose out of the group. There will be 6 nominations for each category. Mm-hmm. A lot of good categories, a lot of interesting opinions. And this is just based on what we think the best is. Obviously, it's just 6 people. So, unfortunately, your options may be limited to things you don't think should be there, but it's our show, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows, like, what the greatest movies are, right? But, like, this is personal, like, our personal favorites. I can acknowledge that, you know, Shawshank, Godfather, Goodfellas, Dark Knight, Pulp Fiction. Like, I can not, like, they're all some of the greatest movies of all time. But as far as personal taste go, that's, I think, what we were going for more
right.
for this.
And we understood each other. So there were situations where we nominated different movies because we knew if we didn't, it wouldn't have got on the ballot.
Right.
For instance, he would have nominated Superbad, but he knew I was going to, so he picked a different movie he wanted to see represented as well. Mm-hmm. Which is a smart play to just see it on the ballot.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't have picked his other one. So
yeah, I did it a couple times.
I was a little shocked about that. There wasn't a single Jim Carrey movie in the comedies, which was a little off for me, but
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, we also didn't pick you or I Infinity War Endgame for anything.
No, but I had them on all of them.
I have them in every, but it's like, but we know how great that is. You know, everybody's seen those.
It'll be fun. I'm excited to display this list to you guys. I'm excited to get the votes back and to hold these awards. It'll be a few months from now, so we'll have good time to do due diligence, get as many votes back as we can, and really represent these categories well.
I agree. Oh man, I'm gonna work all next week. I'm on vacation, so nice. I'm gonna do my best to really put a lot of work into this ballot and hopefully have it looking real tight and clean and fresh for everybody with visual aids and all that stuff. So
you're gonna kill it.
I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, so it's funny that you say
Ace Ventura? Jim Carrey, our guy?
Yeah, because that's the name, Jim Carrey. We reviewed The Grinch, and we just mentioned Jim Carrey, and now it's we're gonna do Name Their Movie. It's been a couple weeks, I think, since we've done Name Their Movies.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
And the 3 to Keeps have been fun, but this is what we started with. So let's. I don't even remember who won the last game. Was it my brother? Was it my brother? Yeah. Yeah, man. So let me get this squared away, and we'll be Jeem. Jeem. All right, man. You can go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
Do you want to say the right?
The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
There we go. Thank you. Jesus. I'll say Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I'll just make sure.
Okay.
We get these here. Oops.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, or Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, man, I know you're not about to mess that up. Bruce Almighty.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah, that's one. Fun with D and J. Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, that's right. They remember that. Did you see that terrible one, Dumb and Dumber?
The prequel.
Man. But yeah, this Dumb and Dumber 2 was the one where they came back. I was surprised they came back for it. Honestly.
I thought it was pretty good.
Jesus, I just fucking blanked. Hold on a minute now. Give me a second. I literally just ran into a wall, bro. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Uh-oh.
The Liar Liar. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah. The color of the pen.
You're not important enough to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Mask.
Yeah, great one, dude. The Mask. Okay. Man, there's this one serious one that I'm picturing. Like, I have the cover in my face right here, and I just can't. I can't think of it. What the hell? Crazy, dude.
It's for the look. Never put anything in here.
Ever?
No.
No. Man, this sucks, dude. I'm like, maybe I'm out of touch. We haven't played in a while. I can't believe this. And I want to say I've even looked at Jim Carrey's IMDb because of the Grinch, you know, when I was doing like...
Oh, really? Recently?
Maybe not. I don't know. I know I looked at the Grinch page. Maybe I didn't go into his page. Jim. Yes, OB. Bro, this is nuts. Do you want to give me a countdown? Because I can't... I'm fucking... This is awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
9. 8.
I can picture it right.
7.
Wait. The number 23?
I think he is in that.
The number 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one in your picture?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were thinking about Eternal Sunshine.
Oh, yeah. The number... Eternal... The Truman Show.
Good grab.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Batman Forever.
Oh, yeah, dude. Batman Forever. The Majestic.
You fucking step out of your slump?
Dude, I don't know what just happened. You when you said Eternal, it just I don't know what just happened.
A Christmas Carol?
He does play Scrooge, doesn't he? Yeah. Yes, Man.
That's a good one.
That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
I had none. I literally had none.
Moon Man?
No.
Damn it.
No.
It's gotta be close.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man.
The Man on the Moon?
I'll accept it. I think it's Man on the Moon without the... Yeah, but I think you're right, yeah. There's a man in the movie.
Must have another one.
Shoot, man. I don't know. I might actually be out. But I'm at least I got a few more. That's what I'm thinking. There's so many, like, I can just pick, like, eccentric characters that he's played. And I don't know if it's, like, oh, no, he's not. Is he in that? I know he did the SNL skit, but I don't know if he was actually in. Did he show up in A Night at the Roxbury?
Oh, I don't know.
I know I remember, I can picture him from the SNL skit, but I don't think he was in the actual movie.
Shit.
God,
he was good.
Yeah, man.
I know we're missing some hitters.
Big time. But I may just bow out gracefully. I don't think I have one. You don't have to give me another countdown. I think I'm really like.
You can say SNL or whatever that is, just as a shot in the dark. We'll Google it.
Night at the Roxbury. Yeah, I don't think he was in that.
Okay.
Do you have another one?
No.
Damn. Okay.
It's a tough spot.
Well, yeah, so I was, yeah. All right. Damn it. You won.
Shit. Close.
Yeah, let's check. Because if he's in A Night at the Roxbury, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be real pissed.
Yeah, we should just say it anyway.
But you don't have another one. So
I would make something up.
You would make something up. First four, his most well-known, we hit all four of those. Sonic the Hedgehog. Dark Crimes. I was picturing this, which isn't supposed to be very good. If you look at but I could see the cover. I knew he came. I knew it. I knew he had a cameo in that. Popper's Penguins. Celine and I just watched that recently. Yep, Christmas Carol. There, Philip Morris. Yes, man. The number 23. I was worried that wasn't the actual title.
Yeah, I was, but
yeah, that was it. Unfortunate series of unfortunate events.
Liberty Snicket.
Yeah. Oh, Me, Myself, and Irene.
That was a great one too.
Yeah, Man on the Moon. You got that.
Yeah, we missed a bunch of them.
Liar, liar. Oh, Cable Guy. Fuck. His shit, man.
Knew we missed some.
Yeah. But we got a lot of the because if you get back past that, there's not much else. Like I wouldn't have known any of this shit here, pre Ace Ventura.
Right.
But so we got a lot of the good ones. I would say the biggest one we missed was probably Cable Guy.
Ooh, what's the one where he was a vampire?
That's I don't know it. It's called Once Bitten.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen
Weird
it.
Movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it. But yeah, that's it. Great, good game, bro.
Yeah.
Fun to play again.
Hope everyone at home has a very Merry Christmas.
Yep.
You gonna try the sweets?
Yeah, dude, I'm going right because I know what this is. Peanut butter melt away.
Peanut butter melt away.
That's amazing. And next week, we're reviewing Wonder Woman 1984.
That will be the last week I'm not eating any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Week after that, I'm going hard. I'll try to save you I'll try to save you
some.
I'll probably get something for Christmas. Thanks for watching. Again, Merry Christmas. This should be out today, Christmas Eve.
Like, share, hit the like button, please. We need the likes up, the shares up. Leave us comments. All that stuff matters. We appreciate all your support. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to finish the year next.